Hello everybody, welcome back to Bizarre Repairs. On today's video, we're going to show you how to install GrapheneOS on a Google Pixel 8a using the CLI method on Windows. Stay tuned. Alright guys, and just some of the things you're going to need to know. You're going to want to make sure you have a supported Pixel and avoid a carrier locked variant, and make sure OEM unlocking is allowed before you proceed. And some of the prerequisites are you want to have a PC and a non-carrier locked Pixel and a nice high quality USB cable, or you can use the cable that came with your Pixel. All right, and getting started, we're going to head over to GrapheneOS, and they have everything on their website, which is great. And they have two methods of installation, the web USB and the CLI. We're going to use the CLI today. It's a little bit harder, more technical, but the web UI version is very easy if you'd like to do that. Also, we're checking to make sure that our device is supported, and it is. And last but not least, make sure your stock firmware is updated. All right, in step one, we're going to enable developer options. Just go to settings, about phone, and tap build number repeatedly. I'll be moving kind of fast, so you can pause the video if you need to. Next up, we're going to enable OEM unlocking just by going to settings, system, developer options, and toggling on OEM unlocking, and then select enable so that it's enabled. Okay, now we're going to head over to our computer and open up PowerShell. We're going to have a series of commands that we're going to be copying and pasting from the GrapheneOS website. Our first is going to be this command here, which I'll have in green at the bottom, remove alias curl, and you're going to want to keep this terminal open for the duration. So like I said, we're going to be copying all these commands. The second will be obtaining fastboot, and the command will be down there in green. And I suggest that you use the GrapheneOS website like I'm doing here to just copy and paste these. All right, now that that's done, we can move on to step 5, which will be adding our path to the current shell. Same thing, we'll be copying and pasting this as well. All right, now that that's done, we're going to move on and check our fastboot version. You're going to want to make sure you have version 35 and above, and it should be at that level. Ours is. So with that said, we can move on to step 7, which is booting into the bootloader. And this we're going to be doing from our phone. So let's swing back on over to our Google Pixel and shut it down. Then you're going to want to turn it back on while holding the volume button down. When you do that, that should boot you into the fastboot screen. You'll see that little red triangle there. That's the fastboot screen. Then you'll plug in your device from your phone to the back of your computer. And after connecting the phone to the PC, the driver should automatically install. And if it doesn't, you can use Windows Update, view optional updates, and install the Android bootloader interface. It may appear as the mobile Android device. If it does, go ahead and click that, download, and let that install. And now you'll have the driver installed to where your phone can communicate with the PC. Now that that's done, let's unlock the bootloader with another command. We're going to use the command fastboot flashing. And if you run into any issues, try rebooting your phone or use a different cable. I had to reboot my phone once or twice to get this to work. But after it did, the bootloader is now unlocked. Next up, we're going to download the factory image using another command. And we're just going to paste that right in like so. And then here's the information for the allowed signers. Don't have to do anything with that. And next up, we're going to download the factory images. Now here you'll have to do a little tweaking. You're going to go to your device and find its code name and the device name. So once again, you're going to find the device name and the version and just copy those down in a text file. And you're going to replace the device name and the version with the ones that you need. So at the top there's the generic code, and here's what it'll look like when you swap out the device name and the version. And once that's all done, you'll just copy and paste that back into the terminal. And I'll give you a sample of what mine looks like right at the bottom. And you may have to press the enter button twice like I did here. So there was the first code and then the second one, so they both execute. All right, now that that's done, we can move on to step 11, which is verifying the factory image. And just like the steps we did, the step we did previous, you're going to have to swap out the device name with the version. We're also going to be doing this, I believe, 2 more times, so just have that device name and version ready to go. And here's what the command looks like for that verification. This does take a while, so give it a couple minutes. But if all is good, you should get the message that says good factory image, like you see here. Now that that's done, we can extract the factory image. And we're going to be using Windows. And so there's our command there. Copy. Same thing, swap out device name and version. And then let's go ahead and copy and paste that back into the terminal. And once the extraction is done, we can change our directory. So we're going to, same thing, copy, change device name and version, and then move into that directory with the cd command. All right, and that's what the cd command should look like below. And let's go ahead and copy paste that into the terminal. Now we're in the directory we want. We can now flash the factory image with this command. And once we paste that in, hit enter. This will take a couple minutes. I think this took mine about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and speed up the video. Now would be a good time to like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. All right, and now that the install is done, you should have GrapheneOS on your phone. But there's one last step we're going to do, which is locking the bootloader. So let's just go back into that terminal one more time and copy and paste this code, fastboot flashing lock, into the terminal. And then head on over to your phone and make sure you press the lock button and lock that bootloader. And just like that, that was how to install GrapheneOS on a Google Pixel 8a using the CLI method on Windows. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.